Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast with Jay Gordon Duncan. And if you're wondering why the J, the answer is I'm not a bagpipe player. And if that joke doesn't make any sense, I encourage you to check out episode 0, where I explain that joke, as well as the purpose of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast, where we talk about faith, family, fitness, finances, and sometimes fun. Well, friends, you can see, of course, I'm in home office. I've got the Capitalize Your Best background here. I am hopefully going to be in the studio this week. I've reached out to Shane Dale. When I was gone on vacation, I had recorded 2 episodes. Those were the How to Build Your Business Through Personal Branding, part 1 and 2. So first of all, thank you so much for everybody watching those. But I had recorded those before going on vacation. Didn't record anywhere else on vacation. Then I did record some Swellcast, by the way. If you have a chance, go to Swell, Swell, and it is a fun little micro podcasting app. So I am podcasting there as well. I did record a couple of Swells there. Just look for my name. And then just the week coming back from vacation has been insane in a good way. So I just could not get into the studio. I have studio time scheduled this week. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that studio time does not get messed with. But for right now, I'm in the home office, and you can see I'm a little bit casual. I did get showered. Usually you guys see me in my Boston Marathon ball cap and that kind of thing, but I'm cleaned up a little bit. And you know what? Today's episode, I was listening to Russell Brunson's podcast, ClickFunnels, and he was sharing the story about how he got started. And that story I've heard before, and his story is about being fascinated with infomercials and getting all their information in the mail and wanting to make money through the mail. And eventually he made money through selling how to make a potato gun videos. I don't even know if legally you can do that anymore. And I've got some other friends who started their business. My friends Cor and Twan started their business with a Whataburger coupon. And, it just got me thinking, that's funny. I started my first business in 2003 and literally got a cell phone and purchased some business cards and declared myself an optometric consultant. Didn't have a website or anything. Things changed a lot since 2003. And I remember starting Capitalized Marketing. Told that story here in the podcast before. I originally had a business partner and we were called Concept to Profit, CTP, terrible name. But it reminded me of the origin story of Capitalize. You've got to file your paperwork to be a legit business, get your EIN number and all those things right there. And we went through Rocket Lawyer. It was going to cost a couple of $100 with everything that we had to do. And we originally started Capitalized with the goal of just kind of making some extra money. Yes, we wanted it to be an exit strategy from our present careers, but at that point in time, that seemed so unrealistic. And so we wanted to get started. We had to spend a couple of $100 to get things going, and we didn't want to really kind of disturb our family's finances. It was only a couple $100, but we wanted to let's bootstrap this to the bootstrap. Like, how can we do it? And so we didn't get started by ordering infomercial products or starting potato gun videos. And we didn't get started by, Whataburger coupons. What we did is we took some jewelry that we weren't using and we went to the pawn shop, which is never a great way. You never come out financially well going to a pawn shop. But I know where the pawn shop is. I can visualize it. I remember going in. It was my job. So I went in with the jewelry and I think we got $175 or something like that. And that was the start of the business. That was the start of Capitalize, at that time called Concept to Profit, was pawning old jewelry. And it was enough to pay the Rocket Lawyer fee and to get our EIN number, so then we could get a bank account, and then it was off and running. And we had our first contract within our first week. We've been hustling already. And again, I was consulting with eye doctors and writing books. Most of that at that time was just under my name, but we wanted to formalize things, bank account, make it real. So we did it with pawning jewelry. Now, again, you never do well pawning jewelry, but it got us started. And those humble beginnings reminded me, that was 2018. We're almost 5 years now. And it just reminded me of how far we've come. I've got so much to be thankful for. It's now my business 100%. Um, not capitalized, but I've been through three business partners in three different ventures, and they've all been adventures, man. Let me tell you that. Um, 2020, I left full-time ministry, and so November will be 3 years since I've made that leap. And I look at the progress, and I want us to be so much further than we are. First of all, I'm very thankful for all of our clients. I'm thankful for the deposits we've been able to make. I'm thankful for the living I'm able to make. I live my life. I do what I want to do every single day, and what I want to do most every day is work hard because I want to build something for my family, and I want to build like a business and capitalize as expanded. We've got capitalized coffee now, which I sincerely encourage you to check it out. Drink brain healthy coffee, guys. 50% of your coffee drinking has mold. Capitalized coffee does not. It's mold free. Um, we've expanded into publishing. I've had Toughness Groove around forever, my fitness and apparel company. Projects we haven't launched. But the bigger thing is I live a life. I had a job as a pastor. I was full-time pastor since 2003. So 17 years. I was a full-time pastor, 20 years ordained in some capacity. And I left the career that I had and have built a business. And God's been very gracious, and our clients have been incredible. Um, and it's not overnight. There is just nothing. I do not know a single get rich overnight person. I think a few of them exist out there, but that's why there's so few of them. Most of the time, you're building, you're struggling, you're trying to figure out how to make payroll, you're trying to make sure how you're going to pay your bills. You're going to be tested to you're going to be tempted to quit. Your clients are going to be tempted to quit you, and it's a long, slow process. But if you have a good mission, a good product and a service, and you endeavor to get better every single day, you'll win the battle of attrition because most businesses don't make. I mean, ours is going to be 5 years old. Most businesses do not make it that long. They don't. They come and go. I can run just here in Fredericksburg alone. I can come up with a list of restaurants, coaches, services that either have never become full-fledged businesses supporting people or have opened and closed. And I don't have any pride in what I'm doing. I'm thankful, and I know that every day I got to get up and get better and work hard. But the humble beginning was going to a pawn shop and selling jewelry. And so my encouragement to you guys in that is respect and celebrate your humble beginning. Respect and celebrate your humble beginning. Think through, what was it when we got started, and tell yourself that story. I got this started by cutting grass and getting $50, or I got this started because a family member gave me $1,000 loan, or whatever the case may be. Celebrate that and build upon it. Look back at that and just remind yourself, look how far we've come. And there are going to be times where you are all the way back to zero, and you might think, I haven't built anything, but you're still going, and you've got the mission in front of you. You've got that drive every single day, and you've got that grit to survive. My encouragement, friends, is celebrate that humble beginning and remind it, make it part of your stories. I'd say Russell Brunson and my friends Corey and Twan, they've done a good job of making their start their story. They've made their start their story. I think Corey showed the other day, he had to laminate the burger coupon because he just showed it so much it was getting torn up. And I'm going to talk more about getting started with the pawn shop because it's a crazy way to start a business, but it literally catapulted us at that point in time. It has catapulted, capitalized. And now, we have a company that is just full-fledged. We're a marketing agency. The agency means now we're offering software as a service on top of our services. For example, we have an incredible CRM. We can manage, we can enable you to manage your emails and all your social media posting and your registration. You don't need Salesforce, you don't need ClickFunnels, you don't need Hootsuite, you don't need HubSpot, you don't need any of that stuff. We now have those services that, on top of being able to provide marketing for you, on top of being able to coach you in your marketing, we now have platforms that you can become a part of. They're going to help grow your business. And I never envisioned that. I really didn't. I just thought we were going to do marketing and coaching, but it's expanded into that. We've got clients who run their businesses through our platforms, which is absolutely amazing. But it all started by going to a pawn shop. And so making your start your story. So, friends, today's episode is a little bit shorter. It's Father's Day weekend, and I'm getting ready to go out to eat with my girls. And I'm going to celebrate tonight and watch a movie. And I want to give them their time. But guess what? While they're all getting ready, I'm recording an episode. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. Make your start your story. If you want to learn more about our coaching, just reach out to me or go to capitalizeyourbest.com. If you want to learn more about our CRM and our agency model, about how you can streamline and make all you do within your business much more efficient, we're able to help you there. So just reach out. But more importantly, I'm moving back into the studio in our next episode, and I can't wait to see you then. Guys, thanks so much for all the watches, the listens, for all the participation. You guys are the best. I love doing this. Been doing it now for 5 years, and it's been a great, longer than 5 years. So thankful so much, and we'll talk to you soon. See you later.